Welcome to the Leetist podcast, a podcast where we play games about games, video games, games of the video sort. I am Kenny. Joining me today, the Mr. Anderson, Mr. Van Driesen, and Stuart to my Coach Buzzcut, a.k.a. Tim.
Hi.
Ryan.
Hi.
And our guest today, Hobby Time 168, Andy.
Woo.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, man.
I finally made it.
Hey.
Reference
I've
time.
wanted Andy on this show forever, and he's finally here, and I'm so excited about it.
No one knows that reference?
No.
Wait.
Wow.
No, I don't.
You said Mr. Anderson, so I immediately was like, oh, Matrix. But then you said
Beavis
Coach
and
Buzzcut.
Butthead.
Yeah, it's all Beavis and Butthead.
There you go.
Mr.
Coach
Van
Buzzcut.
Driesen. Yeah.
That's
I got it.
like
got
that
it.
was obvious.
It was
that
obvious. I thought so.
obvious.
We play games about games on the Leetist. You can follow us at the Leetist on Twitter, where Tim does daily trivia. Also, email us at theleatistpod@gmail.com. We're at the Leetist on Instagram and TikTok as well. Go subscribe to the show. Tell your friends subscribe to the show. Leave a comment on your favorite podcast platform and helps us get seen by more people.
Oh, for sure. If you want to share, actually, we got on our website, theleatist.com. If you check out theleatist.com/new-listeners, it's a great website to share with people that haven't heard the show before. We got clips on there of just highlights from our show. And then we have like a great episode jumping off point. One that we're pretty proud of to say like, hey, start them right there. Get them hooked, Also, if you want to support us, check us out at patreon.com/theleatist. We got all kinds of goodies that we pass out to our wonderful, wonderful patrons.
Guys, we've officially gotten past the flip coin as our only currency. We are finally making some money here.
We can flip our patrons.
Yeah. As a patron, you'll get early access to the main
Flip
show.
the
You'll get
patron.
bonus content as well with other goodies. So go check it out, the Leetist at Patreon. Today on the show, we're doing the news game as usual. We're doing Leet Gamer, which I have brought a game all about localization and translation, different trivias and stuff revolving around translation, which is all fun. Andy, this is the first time a guest is bringing us a game today.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Finally, we, the three of us, get to go against each other.
I've never been so happy in my life.
Yeah. When he told me that's what you're doing, I was like, holy shit, it's happening. Like,
Finally.
Yeah, I set up like a Jeopardy style game where got like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 parts in like 5 different categories. I'm calling it Three's Company because it's all third party developers that I grew up with and love, and that's what I wanted to like share with everybody.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
I'm down.
Flavor of the week, we each pick a piece of media from the week that we're excited about. And as usual, you can jump to any part of the show you want. You want to go straight to a game, it's all on the timestamps. Go ahead and do it, or just listen to the whole thing and get ready, buckle your seatbelts.
you know why? You know why? Because it's time to play our first game, the news game.
Jumanji.
It's a momentous occasion today for the
Jumanji.
news game, guys. There's not enough news going on right now in the gaming world.
It's been a quiet week.
It was a very quiet week.
Very quiet. I think next week we're going to have a big week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope so. But instead of doing 8 garbage questions, I did 4 decent questions, and only one of you is going to just go for bragging rights.
It's solo mode.
It's solo mode.
All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
all right,
You guys are playing single player for sure.
Do you want to do like actually cooperative so we can all answer the question?
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
So
that's a great idea.
cooperative 30-second timer. Let's do it, man.
Any of us can shout it out, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
I like it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fans of Elden Ring have been all abuzz about that naked guy with a jar in his head known as Blank.
Let me solo her.
Correct. What many believe was trolling, Blank implied they were joining PlayStation Studios, then followed up saying they absolutely weren't.
Kojima Productions.
Correct. Following the trend, and for the third year in a row, QuakeCon will be all Blank this year.
Online.
Yeah. And another epic collab, the Blank Music Festival will be brought in part into Fortnite.
Coachella.
Correct!
Oh my God in heaven.
Oh my God! You guys did it!
Cooperatively, we have slain the news
Oh,
game.
well done.
How about that?
Well, I was there as well, and I helped. I actually remember. I didn't remember the name of the person, but it is so funny because Let Me Solo Her is basically what's the character in Elden Ring that.
The guy with the
Millennia.
Millennia. Mm-hmm. All right, so all that person wants you to do is stand in a corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just goes up and
Doesn't
just
get hit at all.
Yeah.
wrecks her.
He wants you to sit in the corner and stare while he takes on your woman.
I think he's using an Uchi katana and a Rivers of Blood, which is dual wield katanas. I'm pretty
Which is
sure.
wild too, because bosses get more health when you summon somebody in. So he's doing like an even more difficult version than the solo version of the fight, and it's just a naked dude with a jar on his head.
Is Millennia like a? Because I don't. It was an optional boss.
He's hard as fuck. Yeah.
Can you actually?
I haven't actually beaten her yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you get into a corner where she won't come after you? Like there is. I didn't think there would be a way where you're like, okay, I'm just going to stand in the corner while someone.
I mean, there's still like aggro in that game kind of thing. So if there's only one thing doing damage to it, that's the only thing it's going to attack.
There was also a talisman that makes enemies aggro you, but I don't know if it works on bosses. I think we tried it and failed, but I don't know.
I was always curious about that. Yeah, if that works on there.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Elden Ring?
I've avoided this game because I'm like, I have so many other games to play, and I knew if I got into this, it'd be 100 some odd hours, and I would skip everything else in my life. So I was like, I'm avoiding it.
I finished
until
it
I have time.
80 hours. It really
Like when you get real good downtime, you know what I mean? Like you break a leg or something and you're stuck in your bed for, several weeks. That's the perfect time to play.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I'll just go break my leg tomorrow and we'll figure it out.
I think my favorite part about this whole news though bit for this character is all the artwork, all of the fan stuff that they've been doing with it. It is becoming lore, and I guarantee you, in the next From Software game, that is going to be a character.
I guess if people listen that aren't familiar with play Elden Ring, you can put a summon sign down. Someone can summon you into their game, and there's people who put their signs down just to help other people. And the whole thing they do playing Elden Ring is just they go out to help people.
It's so nice.
Slay a boss.
It's sweet.
Help me out.
So, anyways, there's other news too.
Yeah.
There was all that rumor that Kojima was going to be joining PlayStation Studios, and like the whole internet was a buzz. Like, oh, is it going to happen? And then Kojima posts just a single solitary picture of PlayStation with all kinds of games, including Death Stranding, on there, and that's all he posted.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I guess that's true that it's happening. And then, like, just a little bit later, he posted like a quote tweet with that picture and said, "Just to clarify, we're not joining them."
Yeah. I don't think he was doing that to troll. I think that was probably an actual PlayStation Studios image they made because, Death Stranding is a PlayStation game and they just included it in there. But it is also curious that it's the only game in that entire thing that's not a first-party PlayStation Studio, I think. Huh. So it's weird either way, but I don't know.
So Kojima actually tweeted the picture? Or
Yeah.
Then he's trolling. Right? What are you talking
It sure
about?
seems like it,
Like he actively got on his account, specifically posted a PlayStation thing with all of his games in the background, knowing that is a topic.
Yeah, you don't think that PlayStation?
I'm not doing it.
You don't think Sony just made a cool graphic with all these PlayStation games, and he saw that Death Stranding's in it, was like, oh, I'm going to share this because I'm pimping Death Stranding. You know what I mean? It might not be more than that.
Maybe if he had retweeted the original photo, but I don't think he did. I think he posted it himself.
If he tweeted with like the image and saying "so proud of my Death Stranding development team" or something like that, that wouldn't be trolling. But if he just posted a picture of PlayStation with Death Stranding in there,
I don't think there was that much thought put into it.
No.
Isn't Death Stranding on PC now as well?
Yeah.
So
I would say this conversation was more thought put into that than him actually posting it.
That's what I think. Yeah.
QuakeCon's being digital, just like all these cons are doing right now. I don't know. I want to go to one of these eventually, kind of thing. So I'd love for them to start doing them live again. Maybe
Does QuakeCon do anything other than Quake?
Yeah, I think so.
Quake is all of the.
Is it all Unreal Engine style games?
Well, Bethesda does
ZeniMax Media.
ZeniMax,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that includes ESO as well. I know ZeniMax because I see that all the time because I've played thousands of hours of ESO and I've seen that a billion times on my screen.
It's interesting that I guess Quake, because they started this convention when Quake was the big to do. And I don't know I don't have any single friends that are playing Quake. So,
I mean, Pat, who we've been trying to get on the show, a friend of mine, has many, many hours in Quake.
Oh, really?
So, he's just an id Software nut bar.
I know, so it's just cool that Fortnite is continuing their takeover of the metaverse with putting Coachella in the music festival into Fortnite. Like, I don't think completely, but they've made digital versions of all the performers and stuff, and
they've had live concerts at Fortnite.
They're absolutely killing it. So I don't know. I just think it's neat. It's just such a cool concept, and they're really exploring things that have just never been done before.
What artist would it take for them to be like, I'm doing a live concert on Fortnite, for you to go, okay, I'll get on Fortnite to see see
took
this.
my brother working for Epic, and that got me on Fortnite. I went to the Marshmallow concert or whatever.
You
and
did
that
the
was
Marshmallow concert?
literally the only time I played Fortnite. Is when I went into, and I was like, why isn't anybody shooting each other? This doesn't make
I
any
mean,
sense.
Yeah.
I would go into Fortnite to watch a Radiohead or Wilco show.
You would,
probably.
you would do, like,
absolutely.
if
Yeah.
it's like, yo, we're doing an exclusive show on Fortnite.
Or
you would-
Wilco. I'd do either
Or
of those.
Wilco.
Yeah.
I think it, like, I would have chosen Foo Fighters, but unfortunately, I think that is going to be, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
on
are you a big
on
Foo Fighters fan? I didn't know
Oh,
that.
huge Foo Fighters fan. So yeah, that would but I don't know. I guess I would just do it to watch it though, because I can't play Fortnite. I don't understand it enough to play it.
Well, you
but
got to play it to learn how to play it.
Yeah,
That's part
I guess,
of it. You know.
yeah. Andy, what concert or do you play Fortnite?
I played Fortnite yesterday, actually,
boy.
for the first time in like 2 years. It's interesting with the no build. Like, it's a lot more. The game flows a lot better. I'm still more onto Apex versus Fortnite,
Yeah.
but I will say the game does flow more, and you get on to do ridiculous things now, like ride a shark and do dumb stuff instead of worrying about like, oh, we gotta have this like loadout and all that. It's like it's not worth going to play that for that. But if for me to get on for a concert, I would want to do something that's like maybe like a Marshmallow or something like that, because I want something that's like highly visual, because I want to see stuff at a concert that I can't see normally. So if you got like if you're gonna do a digital thing, go absolutely bonkers with it and have like crazy visual gaming stuff in it.
Yeah. No, I'm for it. I think there's a lot of like really cool, a lot of bands out there, especially like in the rock and metal scene too, have like these amazing stage shows kind of thing. Like, you do digital. I want to see Rammstein in fucking Fortnite. I bet that'd be dope.
I think it would be kind of cool as well if these bands, these concerts actually like teamed up with Epic and they were like, hey, you can get a Dead Mouse head. And the money goes to Dead Mouse himself, like a team up with Epic, and that
This money goes to a dead mouse.
Dead Mouse.
That's something that if you told me happened already, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Well, I'm
might have
thinking,
already.
like, look at cross promotion, man. I mean, just think about that. Like that, they could market on a video game and you can actually get in-game video game content for a band that you love.
Especially if they were in NFT form. No, don't do that.
No. We don't talk about NFTs.
Well, congratulations, guys. You slayed the news. You slayed my news game beast.
Thank you.
Yay.
We did very well.
You did. Well, now what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm bored. I think it's time.
No,
it's been too long since we played a game.
Yeah.
Actually, we just did, but we're chock full of games on the Leetist podcast where we play games about games. So we're going to go straight into my game today.
Did we mention games?
Are you guys at this table ready? And are you smarter than Elite Gamer?
All right.
I have brought a game today, guys. 3 categories as usual in Are You Smarter than Elite Gamer. All of my games have to do with translation and localization.
Okay.
We're
we're giving a shout out to Isaac on this one.
Yeah.
Right. Because he put this like this thought spider in our head.
Yes.
Isaac was on the podcast. My brother last week at Economechanic had this idea of messing around with languages in order to kind of create some clues. So I guess he kind of took that and ran with it a little bit.
I did. The 3
I'm
categories.
excited
Yeah, they are
and
called
nervous.
Lost in Translation,
Oh.
Found in Translation, and Vocalization.
Wow.
Vocalization.
So, okay.
You're a poet.
Lost in Translation is the one that Isaac came up with, which is basically you put something into Google Translate, you translate it to a different language, then you translate it back to English. This is kind of similar to synonyms. So
Did you have to do the same thing I did, where you had to like go through like 2 or 3 obscure languages?
Oh, it's
kind of thing?
not easy to do.
Yeah, it was
to get one that's funny and that translates wrong.
Yeah.
It takes a pretty long time, but I found some that are hilarious. They're easy at the beginning, they get harder, and the harder they get, the more hilarious they get.
Okay,
so
perfect.
The second one, Found in Translation, is a trivia, basically trivia questions about different funny things that have happened in translations in gaming.
Okay.
That's multiple choice, not stealable. And the last one is Vocalization, which also utilizes Google Translate.
Okay.
Which I'm going to translate the name of a game to a different language and play the audio of Google saying it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to
Who to
roll
first then?
the die. 1 and 2 for Tim, 3 and 4 for Andy, 5 and 6 for Ryan. 4.
It's Andy.
Congratulations, buddy.
All right.
Lost in translation, found in translation, or vocalization?
I want to do lost in translation, please.
All right.
I want to hear
Okay,
this.
this
really
starts
bad.
pretty easy, so I think I could be wrong with this. So we're going to go to Thailand, and the name of the game that spit back out to me is Inhabited Evil Village.
That's a good one. That's good.
Inhabited Evil Village.
Resident Evil Village.
There you go.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
That was a pretty easy one because 2 of the words actually came out correct.
Yeah, I knew that one right away.
Did you?
Oh, so you're going, oh, God, I don't know this, guys.
Guys, I am penless right now.
Oh,
Now.
there you go.
Thank you, sir. Next, Tim. Lost in translation, found in translation, or vocalization?
Vocalization.
Vocalization.
I must
All right.
know what this is.
I have
Yeah,
no
so,
idea what this
I'm
is.
going to shoot you. A name is going to be read in Latin. And
Okay.
you're going to tell me the name of the game.
Oh, my God.
In Latin.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's the English word, but they're going to do it with like a Latin.
Nope, it's in Latin.
It's in Latin.
Oh, good luck, Tim.
No, I think this sounds hard, but each of them have probably one word in there where you can pick at least one word you can pick out.
Sure.
Here goes nothing.
Six Semper
This is easier
Tyrannus.
than you think. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Rubeum Mortus Redemptionienne.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's actually just Red Dead Redemption. Boy, All right.
Found in translation.
Found in translation. That's the
Yeah.
trivia one.
That was ridiculous.
All right. This is a multiple choice. You ready?
Okay. All right.
In what Final Fantasy game would you find a wyvern instead of a wyvern? It's Y, the letter Y dash burn, B-U-R-N. Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, or Final Fantasy 8?
Wow.
Tough questions.
I thought it was kind of a famous, from what I found online, it seemed like kind of a famous.
I honestly don't know. I'm going to say 5 just for shits and giggles.
5 is correct, Ryan.
Amazing.
Here, played 5?
Hey, guys, Josh.
No. No. Which
5,
one was? Is that with the dragoons?
No, that's 4. 5, your guy named Bart's. The original was Butts, which is just amazing. And
Good translation.
it's big on the job system, like
okay.
tons of different jobs in that one kind of thing. So
Oh,
you
then I would love it because that's like one of my favorite like things.
You
from
might,
Final
you might
Fantasy.
actually. It's a little
Yeah,
grindy,
yeah.
but if you emulate it or something like that and just hit it on fast forward, to get your,
God,
your
that
levels
is
up.
the best thing that they just side note, like whenever they develop these things and they added the fast forward option, it has made those games far more playable and accessible for this age. Like it's like I love it.
Andy, pick a category, sir.
I'm gonna try the vocalization one.
All right, Andy, I'm going to give you some French. Are you ready?
Okay.
Gémoto. Gémoto.
I think I know this
have
one.
no clue.
Gémoto.
No clue? No guess?
This is French.
French.
This is
Gémoto.
Jimitu.
I have no idea. I'll
Okay.
pass.
Tim?
It Takes Two.
No, actually, no. Ryan.
Jimitu. So
Jimotu.
je is I and tu is you.
One more time.
Gémoto.
Imoto?
It is
Gémoto.
Jet Moto. I told you it's easier than you think. You're thinking a little too
I
hard.
was thinking really hard.
It Takes Two because it
Yeah,
said
yeah,
2
yeah.
in it.
All right. That goes to Tim.
Oh shit, that's me. Lost in Translation.
Lost in translation. All right, Tim. This is Uyghur language, which is Uyghur.
What?
You are familiar. I wasn't. Okay.
It's kind of been in the news. Go on.
The translation they gave me, Big Thief Car Town.
Big Thief Car Town.
I love it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's actually
Amazing.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I think that's why they put in town, I guess, for city, but I'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah,
Grand
Oh,
Theft
yeah,
Auto.
yeah. I
What
guess.
happened to Vice?
But then San Andreas could be town as well.
I don't know what to tell you.
And Liberty City.
Lost in translation, found in translation, or vocalization, Ryan.
Let's do vocalization because why not?
All right. This is Latvian. Are you ready?
Sure.
Разбандицова.
Oh.
Разбандицова.
Crash Bandicoot?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Amazing.
Holy crap.
I told you it wasn't as hard as it sounds.
See about calling my Latvian friends, but like, hey, I need you for a second. Lifeline this in for me.
Just want to jump in my stream and play Class
Is every
Bandicoot
language
with
just
me.
a mumble version of English?
All right, Andy.
I'm going all the categories, so we'll do found and translation next.
Found
please.
and translation.
Yes, please.
All right, this is trivia for you. What game series featured an entry that incorrectly introduces their two main protagonists as Bimmy and Jimmy? Contra, River City Ransom, Double Dragon, or Battletoads?
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon is correct.
Amazing.
Double Dragon 3 in particular.
Neat.
All right, Tim.
I would also like found in translation.
What 90s arcade game features a highly memed boss encounter quote, "Welcome to Die"? Die Hard Arcade, X-Men Arcade, Final Fight, or Turtles in Time?
Oh, God. Turtles in Time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. That one's not stealable, but it is.
It's X-Men. It's
X-Men,
Magneto.
It's Magneto. That is correct, Ryan.
Why was that not stealable?
Because it's
Damn
multiple
it.
choice.
Multiple choice.
I don't like doing those. It's still Ryan.
Lost in translation.
Lost in translation. I put in a game and asked it to translate to Punjabi and back to English.
Okay.
And it is Small to Large Planet.
Little Big Planet?
Yes, sir. There you
nice,
go.
yeah.
Amazing.
That's not bad. That's an easy one.
Yeah, well,
Small to large.
Small to large.
I think from now on they're getting a little bit harder after that. So, Andy.
Lost in translation. Let's go.
All right. This is Malayalam. You familiar with Malayalam, Tim?
Malayalam?
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's my 8th language. I know.
Like Malawian? Like Malawi?
Malawian?
Malayalam.
I don't know.
Like-
I don't
like
know.
the,
I'm probably saying it wrong.
Spell it.
Malayalam. It's like it sounds.
Like Malaysia. Malayan?
I think Malaysian would be Malaysian.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe
All right, Andy.
Malaysian isn't
I put in
the
a game and
language.
spit me back out of translation, and what I got is the bent metal is dark.
The bent metal.
Oh, that's good. Ah,
That's really good.
is dark.
I mean, Tim's got this one.
I
if
got
you
it.
don't have it.
You don't get it, buddy. It's all mine. I'm
Yeah.
eating that point.
I keep thinking Metal Gear Solid, but I know that's not right.
Is that what you would
I'm
like
gonna
to
go
guess?
with that.
I'm sorry.
Twisted metal
Yeah.
black.
Twisted Metal Black.
That's
Amazing.
You
so
guys
funny.
talk about Twisted Metal Black like every other
We
episode.
do.
And
That's
I've never
weird.
played it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
up.
we did it. We did it. Last episode.
I'll tell you what
we-
ends up happening is that we, the three of us, probably all on our own, listening to our last episode kind of thing, and get those games stuck in our head. So when we start to write our games for the show, we go, "What's a game? What's a game?
What's a game?
Why is Twisted Metal Black coming to mind? Okay, I'll just do that."
It's also good. It has good words for like synonyms and things like that. It
That's
also
true.
has a very recognizable theme song
Yeah.
with Paint It Black. So it comes up a lot.
One of the translation ones that I found when I was mucking around with this idea too was "The Demon Can Weep."
Devil May Cry. Yeah.
Demon can weep. Oh yeah. That's good.
All right, Tim.
Like it.
Vocalization.
All right, Tim. I'm going to give you some Latin.
Again. There we go.
La.
Here we go.
Fuerete blob.
Oh, Boy is Blob.
Buenas blob.
Yeah.
Let's hear it one more time.
Fuerete blob.
Puede.
So blob is Latin
Amazing.
for blob.
Yep. Yes, it is.
I'll tell you a little something there.
Okay.
Puer is Latin for boy, and that's
wow.
why the word puerile means childish.
Yeah. Usium umois
I'll be danged.
ois. Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah. Nominative, genitive, declarative. I got it.
Nominative genital.
Declarative.
Isn't declare? No, I'm an idiot.
Guys,
All
I
right,
failed every English class and all my foreign language classes. I failed all of these. So
Yeah,
You're
fair.
singing a mixed Lydian scales or something? All right, Ryan.
Yes.
Go.
Let's do found in translation.
He was trying to think of dative.
All right. This is the last trivia question and found
I
in
was.
translation. Ryan.
Oh.
What Nintendo game features a man you can speak to in a house whose only line of text dialogue is "I am error"?
This is
Castlevania
Zelda 2.
There you go. Nice.
done.
Nicely done.
Amazing.
I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Point taken away. Andy,
It wasn't a limerick. You're good.
found in translation is gone. You got lost in translation or vocalization.
I'm going to go with the lost in translation again.
All right. This one is Turkish, and it spit me back out of translation called The Old Parchment 4 Forgetfulness.
The old parchment 4.
Okay, I got to imagine there's a 4 somewhere in this. For some reason, I'm thinking Left 4 Dead, but I don't think that's correct. I'm going to go with it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Tim, I think you...
Say it again.
The Old Parchment 4 Forgetfulness.
Oh my god. I don't think I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have a guess?
No.
Ryan?
I don't know. I'm just going to say Uncharted 4.
Oh, man. Guys, this would have worked as a synonym. The Old Parchment, The Elder Scrolls.
Oh, nice.
4, Forgetfulness for some reason was Oblivion.
I think.
Oh, yeah. You're oblivious.
Yeah,
Oh,
oblivious.
You're
Yeah, I guess
forgetful.
so, yeah.
I think it's because whenever I think of a Elder Scrolls game, I don't ever call it an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked the Old
Do
Parchment.
people like, because, I've never talked to someone who's like, I play Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, but you talk about like, hey, what's your favorite game in the Elder Scrolls series kind of
Right.
thing. That comes to mind, but
And
not.
Elder Scrolls Online now.
Yeah,
Right.
but you just call it ESO. Yeah,
ESO.
I mean, think of it then.
Fun fact, when I took out the number 4 for this translation, it was Old Slipping Forgetfulness.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Tim.
Lost in translation.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Amharic. It's not Aramaic. It's Amharic.
I don't know that.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Last Nightmare 7 repeat.
Last Nightmare 7 repeat. Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Yes, sir. There you go. Tim.
Amazing.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
There's one more in Lost in Translation, and I got a bunch more of the vocalization.
I'll do Lost in Translation.
All right, this is the last one. Then we're going
all
to
right.
end out the game with a bunch of you
A
guys
bunch
guessing
of
people
guessing
speaking those.
Google
Okay.
Translate.
Here we go.
All right.
Albanian. And what I got back was the alien of paradise of ultimate dream origin.
The Alien of Paradise Ultimate Dream Origin. Oh my God. Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy. Strangers of Paradise?
Just say the word origin.
Origin.
There you go.
Yeah, good job.
Amazing.
Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin is the name of the game. I'll give it to you, right?
Man, there's so many words in that title for that game.
Yeah.
The Alien of Paradise of Ultimate Dream Origin.
Yeah.
Oh, Alien Stranger. Got it.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at me. I'm
All right,
a
I've got
smart
4
man.
more of these translations to speak out to you. Andy, here you go. This is French.
Ce qui reste d'Edith Finch.
Ooh.
One more time.
Yeah, one more
Ce
time.
qui reste d'Edith Finch.
Did you slow it down?
It does that when you hit it a second time. It goes slower.
It's like
It's nice.
Google did that
Louder
for
and
us.
slower. Thank you, Google.
Last word of dead giveaway.
Ce qui reste d'Edith Finch.
Harry Potter and the Golden Snitch.
No, that's
God, man, he's gonna get it
also
on all
rhymed.
the
What remains of
steals.
Edith Finch?
What
Yeah.
remains of Edith Finch?
Amazing.
Finch.
Ce qui reste d'Edith Finch.
It's like she slowly is getting more drunk as she's
like
translating.
a baby's
It's
trying to
like,
tell me
oh
what they're
my
playing.
All right, 3 more. Tim, there we go.
Okay.
There's all that's left.
Guardianes de la Galaxia.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, sir.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amazing.
Wow.
Galaxia.
All right,
So good.
let's do it.
Ori e la foresta cieca.
Yeah, repeat that slower, please.
Ori e la foresta cieca.
Checka.
Ori e la foresta cieca.
Pass. I don't know.
Andy?
Dance Dance Revolution.
No, I think Tim.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
I
Amazing.
have no idea
One
how
more
you
time.
get there.
Ori e la foresta cieca.
You hear Ori, you hear Forest.
Yeah.
Checka.
If I'd asked that,
I don't know what chick is, but
chica.
all right. Last one,
Probably
Andy.
blind?
This goes to you.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it took that was your question. Right?
No. Yeah, I was
First
like,
chance to redeem myself.
All right, here we go. Last one.
Ojo Dorado 007.
Spanish.
sounds like a
Ojo
number.
Dorado 007.
It's a number.
And it's like,
Siete. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
Which one
That's
is that?
all I got.
Which number is that?
I have no idea. Like I said, I
Siete.
failed Spanish, guys. I'm going to go with Final Fantasy 9.
GoldenEye 007.
GoldenEye 007.
Oh, amazing.
One more
Nicely
time.
done.
Let's hear that.
Ojo Dorado 007.
That requires you to know
No
some Spanish.
idea.
007.
He's got his Duolingo showing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tim has crushed this game. Very good, Tim.
I must have come back with those last ones.
You did good at the end.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm somewhat of a linguistics major myself.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you got
That's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ryan, actually, I wouldn't say you crushed. Actually, I'm sorry, Ryan, you got 5. I just happened to write it in a way where it looks like Tim's is longer.
Did you do it in a translation that didn't make sense?
That was Are You Smarter Than a Lead Gamer? My translation, vocalization, localization.
That was linguistically
That was
challenging.
that was toughy though.
Yeah, it is hard
Yeah.
to, like I said, make those make them funny. It took me like an hour of trying different things because so many times you try to do it and it comes back just the same.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
correct. It's like,
I
why
am-
is Google Translate so good? Damn it!
Yeah. Yep.
I'm actually very shocked we knew. I don't think there was there a single one. There was one that we couldn't get, but then everything else we were able to do.
Yeah,
I think.
they're not as hard as it sounds.
It's crazy.
Pick out a word in there.
Now's the time in the show where we want to take a minute and show our appreciation to our amazing patrons. So thank you guys so much. You are truly elite. Kyle Halvey, Chris Lemons, Andrew Morris, Brandon Walls, Isaac Knowles, a.k.a. at Economechanic, Emo-esque, the man, the myth, the legend, and the man sitting to our right here, a wonderful friend, Andy Shaw, a.k.a. HobbyTime168. Thank you so much for your patronage. You guys help us afford to do fun things for our show and help with equipment costs and upkeep fees and all kinds of stuff. For real, thanks. If you are interested, anyone is interested in supporting the show, check out patreon.com/theleetist.
Get early access to our shows and bonus content and other fun goodies over on The Leetist at Patreon. You can just toss us $3 and get another 30, 40 minutes of The Leetist each week.
Yeah, we are super appreciative of everyone who is helping us out, but can't do it without you guys. You're the real MVPs.
Amazing.
I know what you guys are probably thinking right now, you listeners at home or in your car or wherever you are. Who the hell is this person that's sitting at the table with the Leetist right now?
That I'm looking at on my screen into their studio. Yeah.
It's Andy. Andy, you are a Twitch streamer at HobbyTime168 on Twitch, which I highly recommend anybody checks out. It is such a fun show. Where did you come up with that concept that that's what you want to do? So for those that don't know, or maybe I can give like a quick rundown. You like to basically just do hobby stuff on your stream and like do that with the people that are watching and everything. It could be something from gaming to like crafts to all that. How did you come up with that? I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. So like for me, 2020 kind of like showed me I didn't have a lot of hobbies outside of gaming. So for me, I was like, I got really into Warhammer board games, and like when you start getting Warhammer, you're like, okay, well, I got to paint all this stuff. You start getting really crafty in that realm. But like I'm a theater student. I used to go to University of Nebraska Omaha, and I was a theater kid, and so I was constantly working on stuff like costumes and set designs and things like that. So for me, it's like I could take all this knowledge I have from that and start putting it on a stream. And I thought that would be kind of like a neat way for people to see, because on Twitch, there's 50,000 gaming streams, but there's only like maybe 100 hobby streams. So it's like you're getting a little bit more of a audience because there's not as many of you out there to watch.
Sure.
So I was like, well, I'm going to start with this. I do some gaming, and obviously sometimes if you do come into my chat, it's chaotic. Like there's times where I slap myself. There's times where I have put a makeup on,
That's my fault, actually. I was watching and he had that punishment wheel up. It was the first time I ever watched it on the stream, and he's like, guys, I need to write one more in. I was like, I don't know, slap yourself. And I'll be goddamned if it wasn't the first thing he had to do.
I saw this guy commit to a mermaid costume.
I've made a cosplay on stream. I'm currently working on one. It's a Viking costume.
Nice. You look like a Viking.
Yeah, I look like a Viking. So like I'm trying to like get that going. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Valheim right now on stream.
Nice.
And then on top of it, like I said, I'm building this cosplay. Like I'm actually physically making chainmail right now on my streams.
Sure.
So I mean, like I said, you get a little bit of everything when you come on to mine, and that's kind of where I came up with a lot of this. And I wanted to start interviewing people about their hobbies and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that way, in turn, they could come back and say, like, they could teach me about taxidermy, and I could try taxidermy for the first time ever. And
oh my God,
show everybody how hard it is or whatever.
So I just killed the squirrel. Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Hey, check it out. I just killed this squirrel. I'm about to stuff it with shit.
Right.
Oh, the squirrel's still alive. The squirrel is still alive.
You know, that's a thing on TikTok where there's a woman who stuffs pets.
Yeah,
and does it on TikTok. It's a big TikTok too.
I believe it. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's like there's so many weird hobbies out there. Like I met a lady who all she does is make designer clothes for Barbies. And that's, like, she has a full business for it.
Nice.
And like, I'm sitting there like, I can sew stuff. I could do this, but like, seriously, I can't. Like, my hands are too big to be like trying to make little dresses.
stuff, but way big enough for Andy stuff.
Yeah, for me, it's okay.
You do your G.I. Joe sets now.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just stuff like that where I'm like very interested. Like, back in my hometown in Plattsmouth, Nebraska, there's a guy who built the entire city of Plattsmouth out of Legos, and I've done an interview with him.
Very cool.
Or I met like a world-renowned beekeeper, and I've done an interview with him. And like, it's just like there's so many different things you could do.
So where do you find these kind of people? Like, where, like, how do you get the word out that that's what you're trying to do, or do you just ask your fans, or where do
I ask people, I ask fans. I network a ton on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm constantly in people's streams trying to see what they're doing and try to keep myself in Discords and everything. Like, that's like the hardest part is finding the people to do it.
Yeah.
But like, I did an all call on TikTok, and I end up having about 85 people hit me up saying, I would love to talk about whatever I like, because people want to talk about what they like, right?
Sure,
So,
yeah.
You guys talk about video games. You love video games. Like, it wouldn't be that hard for me to be like,
I like
hey,
myself. I talk about myself constantly.
I'd be like, hey, come on the show and you guys can talk gaming. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy. I did like I have a bunch of D&D people, it's like,
We're all over the place.
you get D&D people and Warhammer people together, and it's like all of a sudden you just have tons of people with like, hey, I sword fight on the weekends. I LARP, and I'm like, cool, come on the show.
They all say that.
Ryan likes Legos.
I do love Legos. Yeah, I'll talk about Legos. Let me talk about Legos. They're great.
Tell me what kind of prep work goes into like making your stream and feeling like you're successful on your stream and that you're delivering a quality product. Because we did the Twitch stream for a little bit. And it's complicated. It's kind of scary to try to like conceptualize making something that is worth watching, kind of thing. So I mean, how much effort do you have to put into that?
So I initially had to put in a ton of effort because I built a lot of effects on my own. Obviously there's YouTube and you can kind of learn it from them, but you still have to physically do it yourself. Right. So like, it took me a little while to kind of build that, I guess, database of like effects and channel points and things like that. And like, well, hey, what am I going to do if somebody gives me 100 bits or a sub or whatever? Okay. What's the basically the script I'm going to read off, like, hey, thank you so much for subscribing to me, guys. Like, it's so amazing. You don't have to do that. Like, what are you going to say every time somebody gives you a couple bucks? Because you're like, I always feel bad. Like, I don't know why. Like, I think a lot of Twitch streamers do, but they're like, oh, like, you don't have to spend $5 on me, guys. It's okay. I'm not that good. But it's like, people are like, no, you are like worth it. Like, we do want to have ad-free content with you.
Shit, we're in the wrong business. We're doing this stupid thing for free.
No. We wised up.
You got the Patreon, and I'm one of them, and I get that bonus content. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's like stuff like that.
I get off on the idea of going on his stream sometimes, then just like immediately taking first place by gifting as many subs as it takes to get my name up there, and then I disappear.
He disappears. Yeah, it's stuff like that, and like I do a lot of planning of stories. Like that's one thing I think a lot of people lack on Twitch, because you can't just turn the camera on and play a game because no one will come and watch you.
Sure.
You have to have some kind of content in the back that says, hey, I'm funny, or I'm this, or I'm that, because a lot of people can go watch the Let's Plays on YouTube and it's a perfect run. So you don't have to, because they can edit out the parts where they died and all that, versus being live. You don't have that. But at the same time, most people don't watch the game anymore. Okay. You have to have a story. You have to be a personality. You have to have something that sets you apart from everyone else. Yeah. And that's where I'll sit down and I'll take a journal and I'll write 5 or 6 stories that I know I'm going to tell on the stream. Okay. Or right now, like I said, I'm talking about my Viking stuff. So I'm like, yeah, guys, so I just bought like braids, beads and all this other stuff. And I'm showing off my chainmail that I spent 6 hours working on this, but I got like a 2-inch bracelet. Yeah. You know?
Chainmail sucks.
Yeah. How many subs would it take for you to wear that costume to the Norseman premiere?
Ooh. Did you say Norseman?
The Northman.
It's the Norseman?
It's Nordstrom's.
How many would it take you to go to Nordstrom's?
How many subs would it take for you to walk into Macy's?
I am the Nordstrom.
Oh my God, this is going off the rails.
I kind of want to see you go to that premiere in that outfit.
I can see that. Belcourt in Nashville would be a perfect place to do something.
If it paid it off, to say. So here's the deal: like Twitch is like really bad about monetizing, guys. Like I'm not going to lie to you. If you want to support your streamer, send them PayPal, like skip Twitch. And I hate to say that, but subs are it's a 50-50 split if you're a Twitch affiliate. So you're basically, for your $5 sub, I'm getting $2.50. So if I have to spend $100 to get this cosplay built, right, I need over 200 subs, which I'm small enough, I'm not going to get that right now.
Wow.
So that's kind of the thought is like, well, instead of that, send it to my PayPal, send it to, like, there's other ways to monetize it. Yeah. Like there's sponsor deals and stuff like that. But overall, I appreciate everyone that gives me bits and subs. Don't get me wrong. It does help me because the subs will help me later on get more people to come watch me.
Yeah.
But it is very much like it's not as lucrative as people think.
Yeah, I get that sentiment. I definitely get that sentiment because like for us running the show, I have ideas all the time of things that we can do to, get our name out and to reach out to people and offer prizes and things like that. And I've got all these like grandiose ideas. Then I actually think about it. I was like, oh, that actually costs a lot of money. I can't really do that. So I totally understand where you're coming from. So what kind of streamers do you look up to? Ones that you kind of feel influenced by a little bit for their uniqueness.
There's a miniature painter guy on there that's named Impending Duff.
Okay.
He's really fun to watch. He's a metalhead. Nice. And he just honestly, he just paints miniatures all day. Does no gaming.
What is it about metalheads that make some of the most entertaining? There's a guy that's a YouTube streamer. He's in India. He's in India, and he's a metalhead.
Oh, nice.
And he does low carb, like keto recipes. And so like every video is just like, horns up, welcome to another. It's incredible. Nice. And he's always like playing metal riffs in the background, and it's awesome. Like the dopest YouTube videos.
One of my friends, actually, he's a metalhead and all that stuff, and he actually became Twitch partner last year. His name's Tank the Tech, and he does like music video reviews on his stream and on his YouTube. And he's paying his bills. He's making more money than I am on tour right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, come on, help a guy out.
Music video reviews?
Yeah, he just sits
That's
on.
a great idea. Holy
he pops
crap.
up a music video and he watches it. And like, I kind of pitched him this idea when COVID hit, and it blew him up.
That's a great idea.
Went crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know anything about music. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Sure.
Like, I'm terrible with it. Even though I work in the industry of that, but I have no idea what music is, to be honest. And so he's like, oh yeah, they're playing this guitar. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, man.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah. I understand that completely.
I'm curious if he like breaks down the structure and the story of a music video to be like, all right, well, this actually had a very, cohesive story with a protagonist.
It's like gear breakdowns and stuff. So like people are interested in that. So I look up to him. Like I said, Impending Duff's a really big one for me. There's been a couple that I've like networked with, Whittle Goblin, Abby Smile, and Lady Harada Niwa. All three of them have helped me in some way grow as a Twitch streamer.
Awesome. Yeah.
They've all come up to me and said, hey, we think you have the talent to do this. Like, here's some help to get you that next level.
Gotcha. Huh. Well, that's really neat. So what kind of games, apart from the streaming, of course, like just for your own personal time, what kind of games suck you in the most, like genre wise or series? Or what's your, I don't know. You guys can't tell at home, but Annie's covered in some really awesome, dope tattoos that are gaming related.
Yes,
and I might just take pictures of your naked body to post on Twitter if that's all right with you.
Just the left calf.
Just the left calf. Okay, fair enough.
So like, honestly, I'm a nostalgia gamer in some ways because I do love like the old games like Pokemon, Mario. Like, if anything Nintendo, I'm pretty much like, oh yeah, I'll
Kenny, you've heard of Pokemon, right?
I know a little bit about it.
Okay.
Sitting on my Switch in my bed.
I'm going to get you guys more into Pokemon every single day. I swear to God.
I got a Squirtle tattoo. And like I'm like, I love Mega Man.
Squirrel tattoo. I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with it? Squirtle, yeah.
Oh, you Squirtle. Said Squirtle.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. It's Squirtle with a cape. It's Squirtle Squad style.
Yeah.
So I do like sunglasses on?
Yeah, he's got sunglasses.
Oh, awesome. Holy shit. How have I never seen that?
That one's new. That was
that
was like a month or so old now. But like I'm a big like retro side scroller as well, like Mega Man, Battletoads, that kind of vibe.
Oh, for
but
sure.
The current games I'm playing would be like Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
Again, that's a nostalgia trip.
Fancy.
I love it.
But nostalgia trip, but better. I do enjoy it more than the original, to be honest. I'm not sure if other people
I'll have that conversation.
But yeah, for me, like I do like that one, and I also I love Saints Row actually. Like I
I've never played any Saints Row games, but it seems like they're fun.
You're the one person that likes that game.
I absolutely love the chaos of Saints Row.
Yeah?
I like how ridiculous and stupid it is because I don't ever feel like I have to take the game seriously.
Wow. Yeah.
And like I love games that I don't have to like put a ton of thought in because for me, I want the therapy of it. I want to be like, okay, I'm going to just get on for an hour and beat stuff up.
I mean, you're the president of the United States in the third one,
like,
right?
The fourth one.
Fourth one, you're jumping out of a plane at the start. I mean, that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, you're the president. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, I want to try this.
It's Grand Theft Auto if they decided just to make a complete joke of it.
Yeah, that's what it seems like when I was doing
when they did the superpower things too. Yeah.
So they made the fourth one. You're like basically in a Matrix, and like so Saints Row is like one of my favorites right now. I go back to that every once in a while. Rocket League, Fallout, and Apex Legends are all games I have right now playing.
What's the best Fallout?
Fallout 3.
Yeah.
there's pretty good.
A lot of people say New Vegas nowadays, but I still...
It's trendy to say New Vegas. I came to terms with it, and Fallout 4 is my favorite. There,
Really?
I said it. Yep.
Wow.
New Vegas had some cool shit, but I put way more time into Fallout 4, and I love all the things that I said this. All the things that did right. For me, outweigh the things that I thought they didn't do.
I agree.
Well.
It's an awesome game. I love that game, but it surprises me because you were so nitpicky about it when it came out.
I think I was trying to be cool. And you know what?
That's okay. I'll still be cool.
I'm going to be proud.
New Vegas is the best one.
Yeah, for me.
I liked 4. I didn't like the settlement building. That's the only part of me that I'm like, I just can't.
And you have
if
to
it forced
do it.
you to do it a lot, then that'd be a problem. But they don't make you do it a lot.
I went nuts.
They make
on
you
the
do it a
settlement.
little,
You
though.
literally don't have to do it at all.
That's true.
I made some epic settlement shit in Fallout 4 on PlayStation. This was the year before I got my PC. I got the PC for the first time because of Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Because I had owned it for a month and I was like, I'm going to get a PC and start playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I made crazy
that's
epic settlements without mods just on PlayStation. I have them on YouTube.
I think the one complaint that people had for Fallout 4, I totally disagree with, is like the dialogue options are not as vast as like any of the others. And I'm like, that's fine. I never cared about having all those options in any of those other games. So like that never bothered me. It was just more of, I like scenario, like the scenery in Fallout games, and I didn't really care for Boston. And I liked Vegas. That setting was perfect for the apocalypse.
Andy, what NES game is the best music? And why is the answer Mega Man 3?
Why didn't
I
you
was
say
gonna say
DuckTales?
I was thinking Mega Man 2, to be honest.
Really?
But,
Oh, man, 3
three's
is
good.
the jam. 3 is the jam.
There was one more question that I had that I was kind of curious about. As far as when you do play games on your stream, which ones have your viewers like latched on to the most, like that they genuinely enjoy? Maybe not just because of the game, but because how you played it or how you presented it, kind of thing.
The Battletoads remake was a really big hit for me.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I mean, I didn't get a lot of new viewers or followers from it, but for me, I think they could see the genuine enjoyment I had of playing it because I do love Battletoads so much.
I guess that speaks to a lot when it comes to trying to make this content.
And that's part of it. It's like you do have to play the games on Twitch that people are going to come to and watch, but you also have to play the games you like, you know? And so it's like kind of a balance. Cuphead's been a really, really fun. Like people have gotten really into that. I think it's like part of it because there's a few levels on the new Battletoads and in Cuphead, obviously, because Cuphead's hard, that are so difficult. When you finally beat them, you have that like moment of rejoicing, and everybody blows up on my chat when that happens because it's like, oh my god, he finally did it.
GG, he did it.
Yeah, and like I would say those two probably for me have been like for my chat the biggest ones, and then Visage. I don't know if you guys played that one yet. It was on Game Pass.
That sounds familiar.
It's a, I don't want to say survival horror, but it's a horror game.
Ooh.
And basically you're in a house that you have like 3 or so mysteries to solve.
Okay.
And there's ghosts that are haunting you and you're trying to solve
this
these
looks scary.
puzzles.
I don't like it.
And they loved it because I had a heart rate monitor on during
Oh,
the streams.
Very nice.
And like you could just see my heart rate go from, like my average is like around 80 something. And I was like spiking at like 130.
Oh my God.
And, like, because I was getting like so freaked out. And I like turned off all the lights in my room and had the candle going. And it was just like, okay, this is weird, you know? But you have
Nope, I wouldn't do it. Not for all the likes in the world, man.
You have to really immerse yourself in that, though.
I wonder if that is the genre that gets the most views in Twitch, is like the horror like game broadcast genre, because it seems like everyone just wants a reaction, and that's the best way to get a reaction. Yeah.
Well, do you want to shout out your socials or anything like that?
So
now for
I'm under HobbyTime168 everywhere. Again, that's HobbyTime168. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I'm on everything, Snapchat, all the social medias, but my main one is Twitch. And then obviously I have a Discord as well. If y'all want to join my Twitch, I'll send you a Discord link as well.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know why, like usernames.
Why the hell am I not in your Discord yet? I'm sorry for interrupting.
I was going to say I like the usernames that don't have numbers usually because they look cleaner. But yours is just for some reason the 168 is just easy to remember.
The 168 though.
So 168 is how many hours are in a week. So it's 168 hours in a week, and that's how I came up with it. Because I was like, "What are you doing with your free time? Because you work 40 hours a week, and then like you're sleeping maybe like 24 some odd hours a week as well. So you still have like almost 100
I thought
hours.
you had 168 hobbies.
Oh, I mean, I could almost too.
Yeah, my point was that yours is like the exception for me because it kind of rolls off the tongue. It's nice, yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's nice.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking to us, man. And I don't know. Let's play a game.
Yeah, I think Andy has brought us a game for the love of
Oh my
Pete.
God!
Now that you've talked a lot, talk some more.
I kind of was like, these guys never get to play against each other.
That's the sweetest thing.
At the same time. So I was like, I have to bring them a game.
Andy, you are a giver.
Thank you, man.
This is beautiful.
That is awesome.
I decided since there's three of you, I'm going to do it all over third-party developers. So I call this Three's Company.
Nice.
That sounds like the Bangers from Bangers theme.
Yeah, it was
The old one.
The old one, yeah.
yeah. That was beautiful.
Now it's the Three's Company theme.
All right, you got to do that. Do 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 do. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not Three's Company.
Yep. Yep. Come on, knock on my door. Do do do. Right.
I don't think that's right, but
All right, how does your game work, Andy?
so my game is
Sanford and threes.
very much built like Jeopardy.
All right.
I should have came up with a final question, but I didn't. But we're gonna do it's like Jeopardy. So I have 5 different categories, I believe.
Wow.
And they're like I said, they're all third-party developers that I love and enjoy.
Okay.
So good luck. This one's called You Order the Steak Rare.
Oh, very nice.
It's square to be soft.
It's square to be soft.
I didn't have a good one for Konami or Konami code, so that's that. And I got Lost Along the Midway
Okay.
and BlizzVision.
Holy
nice.
crap.
I gotta take a
There's
picture of this real quick.
lot of
Yeah,
categories.
we have different colored note cards on the table here on
Yeah,
stacks with the
there we
categories.
go.
And there's 100 through 500 points there. So
All right.
This is much more involved than any game we've ever made because they're all
really?
just on our computer. Well, because they're just on our computer.
Right,
it's
right,
nice
right.
to have something that's like more
Physical.
visual on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody does video stuff.
So I roll the dice, right? That's how we do it.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
want
so you goes first?
assign
Goes first?
numbers, 1 through 6.
Or do you guys want to play it where, we should roll it here. So 1, 2 for Tim,
Sure.
3, 4 for Kenny, and 5, 6 for Ryan.
Ooh.
It's a 1, so Tim goes first
All
and
right.
picks the first category.
Okay. It's square to be soft.
For 1 or through 500, which one do you want to do?
Oh, you
300.
Yeah.
For 300.
Yeah.
Going in the middle.
Making it complicated.
Okay, here we go. Square bought out the company that Laura Croft built in 2009. One company was this.
God.
Are these stealable?
Bought out the company that Laura Croft built. To Acclaim.
What's that?
I don't know. Acclaim?
Nope.
Am I supposed to say something? Like,
Final answer.
what is the
what
answer
is
to the
Acclaim?
question?
What is a claim?
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah,
Is that right?
No, it was not right.
So do I get negative points?
Yeah, you get negative 300.
All right, I'm gonna keep track of this crap.
Oh, do you got the spreadsheet going?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, so you were wrong. So it was Eidos.
Oh,
Yeah.
EIDOS.
Yes.
I got it.
Eidos Montreal comes to my head.
Yep.
All right. What do you want, Kenny?
Yeah.
I will go with Konami code for 200.
For 200, no problem. Here we go. In 1999, this game changed the way you move your feet, and our friend James from Gong actually competed in a world tournament of this.
1999. Move your feet. Is it Dance Dance Revolution?
That is correct.
Plus, you included a
Amazing.
gong shout out on that. I mean, God, that was a
Yeah,
winner
there
question.
you go.
That was 200 for me.
Yeah.
I think. All right.
All right. I lost along the midway for 300.
Ooh, going right in the middle. Here we go for
Yeah,
300.
I like the mid. Let's stay with the mid.
All
I thought it was a
right.
good idea too.
You see landmarks like the Golden Gate Bridge, Washington, D.C., in one of the top grossing arcade games of the 90s.
X-Men Arcade?
No.
Well, what is it?
What is it?
Cruising USA.
Oh,
That makes sense. Because you're
I
cruising
used
in
to
the
love that game. That does make sense because you're cruising in the USA.
Yeah, there you go.
I order the steak rare for $200. I'm making you work. Stretch across that table.
This one's actually a recent game. What is the smallest ship you can play in Sea of Thieves?
A dinghy.
It's not a
Damn it!
What is it?
It's a sloop.
Sloop. Oh man, that would have.
Damn it!
I would have had to reach far into my brain place.
I'm
for
not
that
doing
one.
well.
I will do.
I'm not hard with these
Okay,
questions, huh?
I'm negative 300 right now. I got this.
I'm gonna do you order the steak rare as well for what's there 400.
400.
Ooh, big money.
Yeah.
This was the third most sold N64 game behind Mario Kart and Super Mario. Over 7 million copies sold worldwide. A multiplayer game so good you'll slap your friends silly.
GoldenEye 007.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Amazing.
How much was that?
400.
Wow. God.
Holy shit.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me try to get back into the positives a bit. I'll do BlizzVision for 400.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's going nuts.
I gotta get a little bit of the positive here.
Okay, this one actually might be easy for you. Let's see. Blizzard played an April Fool's joke in 1999 that has become a Diablo Easter egg ever since. The joke started in Diablo 2 and has been in minigames since. What's the joke?
Every part of me wants to say the cow level.
That is correct.
Good job.
But I think there was another joke, but yeah, maybe, I don't know, Wart's leg.
So far, I'm at negative 500. Ryan is at 100, and Kenny is in the lead with 600.
All right.
All right, back to Tim.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Konami code for 100.
Get that easy one, huh?
Yeah, dude.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Oh, man,
What is the Konami
might be
code?
That actually will be a question. That
should have
better
been
be
the
a
question.
question.
That should have been the question, but I did not make one of those a question, I don't believe. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you have time to grab your nunchucks and get yourself a slice of za in this classic arcade game.
Turtles in Time.
Yes.
All right.
Amazing.
Hey, everybody, look at me. I got one.
Yay.
I will do Konami code for 300.
Okay, here we go. This game features a character named Harry Mason as he searches for his lost daughter.
Silent Hill.
That is correct.
Oh,
How much was
Amazing.
that?
I
need to be paying attention to that
That was
part.
300. right?
Jesus Christ.
It's Square to be soft. Is 400 still
killing
there?
it.
400? Maybe.
400.
Yeah, let's do it.
Square to be
It's
soft.
Square to be soft.
Okay,
Oh boy.
hopefully you know your PS2.
Oh boy.
One of Square's forgotten titles, this PS2 beat 'em up showed you many different perspectives of the same story. You play as one of the 3 characters from the Fate bar on Dog Street.
Yakuza?
No.
No.
Uh-oh.
Do you know that, Tim?
Fuck no.
I don't either.
What is
It's
it?
called The Bouncer.
The Bouncer. Oh my God.
I
forgot
don't
was-
remember that.
I remember it now that you're saying it, but
I don't remember that.
Oof. Okay.
Oofa doofa.
The lowest one and lost along the midway. Hey, 100.
All right, here we go. This game features quotes like "Boom shakalaka," "Call me banana peel because I made you fall," and "From downtown."
NBA Jam.
That's correct.
Oh,
Amazing.
Creeping my way back up, guys.
Now, when people ask me what games I'm really good at, NBA Jam is the first one I always say.
Really?
Nice. I can kick people's ass in that game. Okay. Lost along the midway for 200.
Here we go. Actually, this might be a little harder than I thought. Featuring hard hits, power bombs, and dancing, this game was the first of its genre to be mature rated after EA bought the license out.
Power bombs and dancing. Oh, wait.
Featuring hard hits, power bombs, and dancing, this game was the first of its genre to be mature rated after EA bought the license.
WWF 2K.
Oh, no. It was Blitz the League.
Blitz the League.
It was the first ever football game. I couldn't say football in there, so that's what made it harder.
Yeah.
It's the first football game to ever be mature rated.
Was Blitz the League a different game than
Than
NFL,
NFL
Blitz?
Blitz?
Or is that the
Yeah.
same thing?
So what happened was EA bought the license of NFL, so they could not make an NFL game anymore.
Right.
So they made Blitz the League, which had fake teams in there,
Oh.
like the Nightmare Reapers or New York Nightmares and like Minnesota Reapers or something like that.
Yeah, but wasn't it called NFL Blitz?
It
Or
was an NFL Blitz before EA bought the license.
Oh, they had teams in NFL
Yeah,
Blitz.
NFL Blitz
Interesting.
actually had the football.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
teams.
gotcha.
They had the teams.
All right, Ryan.
Oh boy, guys.
Ooh, boy, guys.
Oh boy, let's do your yeah, you order the steak rare, the highest one, whatever the highest one is,
For 500?
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta roll the dice.
I think you got this. You got this.
Oh no.
What was the first game we got to see Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie?
Oh, Diddy Kong Racing?
That is correct.
Well
done.
Amazing.
That was the first game he was in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they were developing the game for Banjo-Kazooie, but that Diddy Kong came out first, and so he was actually debuted in Diddy Kong Racing.
Interesting. I
That
had
game's
no
a
idea.
Goddamn delight. I'm at negative 300. Ryan is now at the positives at 200. Kay
Yay.
at 700 points.
I'm making my way back down to
Blizz Vision 500.
Hook me up. Let's go with that 500. This Super Nintendo, okay, racer has landmines, boosters, and missiles, and it was the most bad to the bone racer for the Super Nintendo.
This is a Blizzard Activision. It had landmines.
If it helps, it is in their arcade pack.
Yeah, it doesn't. It was a Super Nintendo racer that had explosions and bombs and stuff.
And you could upgrade the cars, and there was a spaceship.
What the hell? That's a lot in the game.
Boy, I don't know. Road Blaster.
It was rock and roll racing.
Rock
Rock
and roll racing.
What?
I'm losing all the points, so you guys don't
right.
have to.
I'm going to take
It's okay. You dominated the last one.
It's true.
Konami code for 400.
All right, here we go.
Oh, only one left.
I'm going to butcher this, but it's Gryzor in Europe is still known as one of the hardest video games created. And what is the American title for the game?
Gryzor. Oh, man.
If it helps, it's a Nintendo
It's a
game.
Nintendo game. Super Ghost or Ghosts and Goblins. I just know that as a hard game.
Contra.
Contra. I should have thought of a one-word title.
Gryzor.
Yeah, it's in Europe. It's called Gryzor, and they had to edit a bunch of stuff out of the game, I guess.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
I will
See, I
do.
learned all this stuff as I was doing the strip.
Yeah, that's great, yeah.
Cool.
I will do Blizz Vision for 200.
Recently, Blizzard removed this Overwatch character due to a former employee's actions and renamed him.
McCree.
That is correct.
Amazing.
That's probably the one Blizzard one that I would have known. I don't know like about early Blizzard. I know they do WoW now, but and then a couple other things in the launcher, but I had no idea. Like, what was that early Super Nintendo game you said they
Yeah,
did?
Rock and Roll Racing was a
Yeah.
Blizzard title.
Huh, interesting.
It's square to be soft for 500.
He's doing
Let's get him out of debt here.
Or just crawl deeper and deeper into it.
Isn't that the
I think you're
American
going to
way?
struggle with this one, and I'm really sorry for
Oh,
it.
boy.
That's all
I
right.
thought about making this my double Jeopardy one.
Oh my God.
Good times.
But before merging with Square, Enix built one of the best mech battle games featuring innovative controls, and this game was RAD. What is the acronym for?
Rad.
You got the first word. They're already in there.
Robot advanced deployment.
Oh, so close. It was Robot Alchemic Drive.
Oh, that wasn't close at all. Thank you for saying that.
If you haven't played that game, it is amazing.
Samsonite, I was way off.
Robot Alchemist Drive.
Alchemic Drive. It is an amazing game. The controls, you literally have to move each foot by hitting like one of the R1 or L1 buttons.
Oh, nice.
And it's like you are.
Never heard of this thing
You
before.
actually have to play as a character in third person in a different perspective of the robot. So you're like actually like on top of a building trying to like control it like a
that's
remote
cool.
control.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You buy big kaijus and stuff.
I was gonna say it looks like Megazord.
You order the steak rare for 300.
All right.
What's
All
happening?
right, this one. You take on the Great Mighty Pooh, Panther King, and Count Batula, and more in this rare cult classic.
I don't think I played this game.
Do I need to give more hints to you guys?
No.
Now, chance to steal, please.
Perfect Dark.
Same developer.
I know
developer.
because it's a
Same
rare
developer.
category.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Lost Along the Midway for 400.
Ooh, going big money here.
Now there's 400, 500 left.
All right. Midway was also really known for their fighting games. This fighting game features wacky characters like Afro Thunder and Boris the Bear. and quotes like, "Somebody better call the doctor." And it came out on the Dreamcast, if that helps you.
Oh, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan.
This should be yours.
It came out on the Dreamcast?
And it came out on the other systems, so Dreamcast was the main
This
thing they pushed on it.
Ready to Rumble Boxing?
That is correct.
I knew you'd get it, Ryan. I
Amazing.
had faith in you.
Holy shit. I'm at negative 1,300. Kenny, you are at a big old goose egg.
Oh, really? I got zero?
Dead
Oh.
even. And Ryan's in the lead with 800 points.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
my God, I pulled in the lead.
Nicely done.
I don't think the sum total of the remaining clues is enough for me to catch up with Ryan. Let's do Konami code 500.
All right, that's
he can
the
lose
last
points, though, so-
Yeah,
It's
well, I'm going to go for the low values
That is the
now.
last of the Konami code.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got a good track
This
record with
one's
these 500
this
point
one's an
questions
Easter
so
egg
far.
a little bit.
Okay.
They actually used, because they didn't know how to develop in 3D yet, they used Lego sets to help wrap their minds around this 3D game design and make it became one of the biggest games of their, or biggest IP of their industry.
Minecraft. No, wait. Hold on.
This is like in the 90s, by the way.
Yeah. They use Legos.
I'll read it again. They
Yeah.
use Lego sets to help wrap their minds around 3D game design to help make this game.
Oh, Jesus.
What was the category again? The developer?
It's Konami.
Konami.
Konami? It
Yeah.
doesn't help that I don't know what any of these developers make. Tekken.
What is it?
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so,
So
the,
Metal Gear Solid was done by Konami.
yes.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
You knew that Kojima was with Konami.
Yeah, that's that's right. Yeah, I did know that.
I wonder
you
if
did
they
know that.
just designed the hallways and
I'm gonna be
stuff
honest.
and
I
Legos.
forgot that I knew that.
Yeah.
It's one of those,
thing,
one of those
yeah.
specs.
I'll take Midway for 500, which is a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You can
All
do
right,
it.
you got this.
And that's the last one for Lost in Midway.
All right. This one's a little tough,
Oh, good.
but it's 500 points.
Yep.
Midway launched its last game in 2009, pitting these two franchises against each other. And it's one of their most well-known, and I'll give you a hint. The other one's a comic.
Marvel vs. Capcom? Wait, no. I don't know. That's my answer.
Please.
That was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Wow. Damn.
My other guess was I was going to be like X-Men versus Street Fighter. Was that a thing?
That's another Capcom, though.
Marvel
Yeah.
and Capcom was a thing.
X-Men Street Fighter? I don't know. Ryan.
Yeah. It's squared to be soft for 100.
You son of a
all
bitch.
these little ones
Take
here.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's in the
Well,
lead now.
I gotta, yeah.
What was the first Final Fantasy game to be released on the PlayStation 2?
Oh, 10. Final
Yes,
Fantasy 10.
that is correct.
Well done.
Amazing.
Man, Ryan is going to win this.
Oh yeah, he's putting his spanking on right now. BlizzVision 300.
Let's go. 300. What is the sword the Lich King holds in the Warcraft series?
Frostmourne hungers.
That is correct.
Amazing.
Hey, I got a question.
I
Everybody
didn't
look
know
at
that
me.
one at all, man.
Square to be soft for 200.
All right, here we go,
It's
guys.
the last one for that.
In Final Fantasy VII, what is the color of the support materia?
Support materia.
And this is the original, by the way.
Is it yellow? Goldish yellow?
No.
Damn it.
It is blue.
Blue. Damn it, son of a bitch.
Something blue.
Is it different in remake or is it the same?
I think it's the same.
Yeah.
It is. BlizzVision for 100. Then
Okay.
it's the last one in that one.
The original StarCraft had an expansion featuring Zerg Kerrigan on the cover. What was this expansion called?
Boy, even I'm forgetting that at the moment.
It's that really
seriously,
popular one, right?
I remember it now. Yeah. Does it start with a? Okay, I got
I'll
it.
pass. I don't know.
Is it something like
Brood Wars.
Brood War is correct.
Brood
Yeah.
War?
Yeah.
I thought I knew it. All right.
Last one
Oh,
is
whoa.
Tim, rare.
All right, Tim, you get the
This is
last
for all
of
the
the
marbles.
rares.
Yeah.
This game is going to hit your skin like a skin disease. You join these three on the quest to take on the Dark Queen. Name the Battletoads.
Oh, we just
Name
did
the
this.
Battletoads.
Name all three Battletoads.
Zitz, Pimple, and Rash.
That's correct.
Oh, Tim is learning
Amazing.
from the Leetist podcast.
yeah. That was
Tim.
totally from figuring that out.
Would
last
you like to give a
episode.
rundown of the scores at the end of the
Yeah,
game?
absolutely. I got negative 1,400 on
Hey,
that
that's not
one.
bad.
Kenny got negative 700.
Hey, look at you guys.
At least
And
get
Ryan, the winner, with an actual positive score, 800 points.
Son of a bitch. Good job, Ryan.
Yay.
I was impressed with some of your answers, actually.
I knew
That's really
answers for some things.
What a dork. Hey, man, Andy, that was a dope game,
That was
dude.
fantastic to be challenged.
You
for.
made us like a whole game and embarrassed the hell out of me. Thank you so much.
Well, that's what we usually do to our guests, so it's
I
fair.
appreciate your game, Andy. It didn't embarrass me.
I stayed up all night, sitting there, just not typing, but writing these out. And I was like, this is a lot of fun actually to learn about all the trivia behind some stuff. And I had no idea that Metal Gear was built with Legos at first and junk
crazy.
like that.
That's one thing that I've learned, and we may talk about this. I would
Metal
love to
Gear was
talk
made
about
with
this,
Legos?
during a bonus episode is how we develop our games and how it kind of goes into you learn so much while you're developing. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun.
Are you a Metal Gear guy?
No, I'm not.
okay.
I was like, I don't know that much about Konami, to be honest. I was like,
Hey, man, turns out I don't either.
I was like, I just wanted to I wanted to have a question about Contra. And I was like,
That's one of the reasons why
let's go
everyone's
into
getting
this.
excited about that Kojima tweet, because they were thinking they're going to get Kojima and they're going to get Konami and get them both back together again and do the Metal Gear remakes and blah, blah, blah. So big dreams,
I didn't
big
think
dreams.
about the idea that when you said this is all third-party developers, a lot of it was going to have to do with very specific games from very specific developers. And I don't know those things at all. This is like asking me to name the members of a band. I don't fucking know. I don't know any of their
or
names.
do the theme song to Three's Company and know it exactly. No, that
Holy
one I
crap.
can't do.
Guys, it is time for us to talk about what's been going on in our week and what we're psyched about in media in a segment we like to call Flavor of the Week. Flavor of the Week. I've noticed that on the new listener page that Tim directs people to, you give them a recommended episode to start at. It happens to be the one episode with the full version of the Flavor of the Week theme song.
It's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
I feel like we need to. I like the full version. I'd say
It's
continue
just too
to
long.
play it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about something we're psyched
I want
about.
Ryan to go first.
Okay. Flavor of the week for me. So I posted this on Twitter. I've talked a little bit about things that games that you didn't try way back in the day and that you're trying now because, well, game companies are whores and they want to remake games and they want the people to replay those games. So Chrono Cross recently came back and they did the kind of remastered edition of Chrono Cross, and I've been playing it, and I am very shocked that I never played this game before because it hits all the buttons for me on a really good, for a really good RPG in terms of the battle mechanics that are interesting. Because in this game, you are not using magic, you're not using any of that. What you're doing is you build up stamina. The more hits you do, you get higher ranks of a spell. So you slot them in a spell slot. So if you hit someone 3 times, you can do a 3rd level of that spell slot in there. And then the hits have percentages on whether or not it's going to hit. But the higher the percentage or the lower the percentage, the more stamina that gets brought back into the group. So basically it's a weird concept to explain, but when you're doing a base attack, you have a 1, 2, or 3 attack, each with a percentage to hit. If you hit with the 3 percentage, everyone else's stamina goes up 3.
Okay.
And then you use that stamina to be able to do their attacks as well. So it's kind of like this balancing act.
Okay.
It is super enjoyable. On top of that, though, they got the rock, paper, scissors kind of elemental thing where it's like, yellow gets beaten by X and like green.
Yeah. Like the weapon triangle or spell triangle kind of thing.
Right, exactly. So it's kind of got that going. And on top of that as well, when you cast a spell, it does a field effect, and there's 3 field portions in a field effect. And if you fill it all the way with one color, like if I do all red, you fill it all the way, you can summon a red color thing. So you can actually use the field to your advantage as well. All of this within a PlayStation 1 game that came out like a while ago.
Is the upgrade just graphical?
Yeah, graphical, and it also has another game within it. It's like a text-based game. I'm trying to remember. Radical Dreamers is the name of the game, but I haven't tried that one out yet. I'm just going through the base game, and of course, they do the beautiful thing of fast forward. And
yes.
I have not let that button go. Like I just press it once. I will never not use it in a game that is this old, because just the movement to the combat to everything is so sluggish. But when you do that, the game is freaking amazing.
Awesome.
So I've been really enjoying that. And I posted it on Twitter, and I heard, a few people comment back about games that they haven't tried before, and they really enjoyed. And it's like really cool to just kind of see that, like, why haven't I played that before? What's wrong with you?
I was saying I was really late to Dragon's Dogma, which is like one of my favorite games now.
Yeah, that one's a pretty solid
game.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy? What'd you play? It doesn't have to be a game. It could be a movie, anything in media, something that it could be just a wonderful thing that happened in your life. Call it a flavor of the week. So what do you got?
So I'm actually playing 3 different games right now because I'm helping another streamer. So I started playing Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on one of their streams, and that has like been really enjoyable.
Really?
It's like a, hack and slash.
Oh, it's that one, right? Yeah.
You don't have to really think much. You just like go around just slapping people with your axe and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been loving that. I'm about to start Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I got like maybe an hour into it, but I
Have fun with it.
pushed in too far. Thanks. So I'm doing that on stream soon here. And then on top of that, like my kind of like, I'm going to go be a recluse for a little bit, is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've been playing that for the first time because it came out on PC last December.
Are you bothered at all that it's a fraction of a game, as Tim says?
Yes. I would rather have it be a full game. I'd rather it be a full game, but it's definitely like one of those things where I have been enjoying it, but I keep reminding myself, like, I'm not going to get the full experience.
Well, I would be curious to hear your thoughts when you're done with it, because I feel like it was a full experience.
Kenny, I feel the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a full experience for me. And Randy Newman, what did you think of that?
I just think that without the nostalgia, if you had to play this game by itself, you would not care for it.
I disagree. I love the combat system.
Yeah, the combat system's great, and I'm not saying that, like, I'm trying to say like the story. If you didn't know what was going on, this is the first Final Fantasy game you picked up,
what the fuck?
You'd be like confused of what's going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I think
I was familiar with the game, and I was still confused about what was going on.
It's like all of a sudden now in this game you have like all these floating, like, I'm not to give away anything, but it's like all these floating, mystic ghost things that's flying around, and you're like, where did this ever come in from?
I think sometimes, in fairness, I think that's like the mystery that you're trying to solve through the game, but they don't give you any inkling about what that mystery is until the end of the game.
Like the end of the game.
Yeah, and it would have been nicer to kind of like start getting an idea of that.
Do you know anything about the narrative and what the ghosts are? Or you weren't spoiled on anything? Are you pretty fresh on?
I'm as far as like right now, I just got past where you pick up Aerith.
You got a ways to go.
Yeah, so I still got a while to go in the game, but like that's been, like I said, my go-to.
Yeah.
And I posted this on my Twitter. I was like, I just know that Jesse's probably going to die, and I'm going to be stuck with Tifa, and I'm really disappointed in that, because I'm like, Jesse's so awesome in this one, and I'm like, oh, poor girl.
Well, I'm really interested to hear when you're finished with it, because I love the ghost thing and what it does for the story and everything. So yeah.
Yo, my turn.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go talk about this in the bonus content, the itch.io bundle, and I thought last week I played a bunch of shit games, and you guys heard me bitch about the bundle for like 5-10 minutes straight. This time around, I've had a fucking awesome experience.
Oh, that's awesome.
And this week, I don't want to do this fundamentally, but I have to do 2 different things, but I'll do short versions of both of them.
Just for listeners, Tim is playing all 1,000 games in the itch.io bundle.
I'm working my way through the itch.io bundle and Ukraine bundle. I call it the bundle, but it's hitherto known as the itch bundle, and I'm just going to call it that.
Sure.
I've been calling it that too.
I've been calling it for years. One game was in that bundle and one game was not in that bundle, and I love them. They're both amazing. In the bundle was A Short Hike. Is fucking precious.
I told you
that game is a delight.
I
man.
loved it.
It is so simple. It is just a casual exploration platformer game where you're just a little bird and you're going to hike up a mountain.
Just hiking up a mountain.
But you meet a bunch of different NPCs that do little fetch questy kind of things, but you don't mind doing it because they're really kind of inconsequential. And you find feathers that make it so that you can climb up taller walls, mountain cliff faces. And that's like literally the mechanics of the game. You can get a shovel and dig shit up, whatever. But all the NPCs you run into are incredibly charming. The gameplay is perfect.
It is.
Like it just feels really good while you're playing it. And it's just a happy experience that you can just sit and get lost in this game.
I didn't even get the running
delight.
shoes.
Yeah.
I didn't even get the running shoes there.
I have them. I don't know what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
And then the other one is something I picked up on Switch because I was ready to play this thing. It's been on my Steam wish list for years now. Is The Return of the Obra Dinn.
Oh, yes. I wanted to hear about this.
Holy fuck, man. This game is wild. It's the same developers that did Papers, Please, which you guys have heard me talk about a bunch of times. I love Papers, Please. And I think this company in general is incredible. The Return of the Obra Dinn is this very interestingly framed game. It's I'm trying to describe the style of
like a black and white.
It's like black and white, kind of like line designs in some ways, but then other things you experience are more vivid. And basically, but not super vivid. Basically, a ship. It takes place in the 19th century, and a ship that had been lost at sea for a long time or whatever lands in a port. And you are an inspector or an investigator for the East India Trading Company. And they want you to go find out what happened to the crew on the ship. Okay. So the entire point of this game is uncovering and figuring out what happened, what was the fate of all 60 members of the crew. Okay. And the way that they do it is when you get off the boat to the dinghy to get on the boat, you have this compass. Okay. It's got this little skull on it. And when you take that compass and you see evidence of death somewhere, the compass, it will start to shake and then opens up and shows you, actually tells you, you just hear the audio of it, of the last like 5 to 10 seconds of that person's life. And the things that they say or the sounds that were made when they died kind of thing. And then you start gathering that information and while using a passenger manifest and like a picture of the crew to pinpoint who it was that said that and how, what killed them and who killed them, if anything, you know what I mean? But this story is slowly like unraveling to show this crazy fate that befell this ship. So, for example, you'd hear like this guy who you're pretty sure is the captain. Like, I'm not going to give away too much, but you're pretty sure he's the captain, and you're trying to figure out who the captain shot, and he mentions that he has a little thing before he does. Anyways, you hear him say something about him apologizing to a woman, and she says, your brother, he was my best friend, whatever. I love you so much. And my dear wife or something like that. And it just says that. So you look up his name, right, in the manifest, because he's a captain, so he's easy to find. And then you look up somebody that's got the same last name as him, because that's his wife. You know what I mean? Sure. So then you find that. And then you can see her maiden name in it too, which is her brother's last name. So you kind of have to use these clues, context, in order to figure out, who was what.
It's as if you were really doing this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's fucking amazing. Dude, it's really, really
I'm telling you, I've heard the McElroys on the Besties podcast or other podcasts talk about this game a lot. I think it was their game of the year, the year it came out, and they say it's bad. I always wanted to try it, but have not yet. I should.
Highly recommend it.
Cool. I have been spending weeks and weeks trying to get away from Elden Ring.
How's it going?
So,
I'm gonna kick you.
I was playing Tiny
habit.
Tina and getting back to Horizon and playing bits at a time. They're great games. They're both great games, but Elden Ring kept calling me back, and I'm in a second playthrough, and it's great. So but this weekend on Thursday, I finally found a game which has pretty much taken me away from Elden Ring, and I've been hooked on it, and it is called Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin.
Oh, you did it. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I love this game. The story is ridiculous and stupid, and would want to watch it if
That's kind of my game. All right.
you would watch it for comedic purposes if you wanted to. I'm skipping most of it, but if you want a good laugh, it is so bad.
The protagonists in that game meet each other. They don't really say anything. They just give each other like a fist bump, and then that's how they met.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's legitimately
really
how they meet.
It's really funny. But the combat is fantastic. The people who did Neo, Team Ninja, it feels like Neo mixed with Final Fantasy VII Remake. The combat systems and everything. That's exactly what it feels like. And the job system is awesome. There's like 30 something jobs, maybe more.
Oh, wow.
A bunch of stuff. So right now I'm being a dragoon and a black mage at the same time. And you can switch between, you pick two and one button swaps you between them. So you can be like a big two-handed guy, swap to a red mage. It's got all the Final Fantasy trappings in it, the little cactars and the enemies and things like that. And I'm fighting, Leviathan and Bahamut and the bosses and things like that. So, but the guys who did Neo are just awesome at combat, and it feels great to play. I'm skipping all the cutscenes and just I'm a gameplay first.
No, I feel like it's important to the story.
But that's the way I like to play it, and I'm having a blast of a time doing it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, you said PlayStation?
PC.
Oh, God damn it.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, damn it.
You give me access to your whole fucking PS5 library, and you never get any games on the fucking thing.
Yeah,
Well, this was kind of like an impulse of all of a sudden, I'm going to buy this.
Yeah.
And I
All
just
right.
did.
I was just waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah, I was just waiting for it to be free.
Get on Xbox Game Pass.
I'm sure this game will be like $30 in 2 months or something.
Yeah, give it
something
time.
like that,
Well, man, we did it.
yeah.
Andy, you did it.
I got
Will you-
through it.
Will you hang out with us for a
You
while and
survived.
record some bonus content with us?
No, I will.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, if you want to hear Tim talk more about his itch bundle experience, we're going to go over some of that in the bonus content. Become a patron of the Leetist to do so. And we got another game to play on the bonus show.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Go over to patreon.com/theletist to become a patron, support us, to help us do more things and get some bonus fun stuff and early access show, all that good
Be
stuff.
sure to check out the daily trivia on Twitter. Competition is heating up for April's prize, which is an Xbox Elite Series 2 wireless controller. It's
dope as hell.
people are kind of like kicking ass. Yeah, I got some 11J Boar, I think his name is his at on Twitter, and he's killing it. Like he's slaying it. But there's people that are like on his heels.
I'm checking as soon as you post, and it's within a minute now.
Yeah.
It's within a minute.
Yeah, pretty much.
People are like,
And if
instantly
anybody's
answering.
concerned whether or not they can steal answers, of course you can steal answers. I
Yes,
don't give a
do
fuck.
it.
Yeah, in addition to the first person who answers, obviously, one other random person gets a point as well. So even if you see someone already answered, do it anyway. Retweet us, quote tweet, and with the answer, you get a chance to get a point on the board and win.
And whoever gets the most points at the end of the month gets that sweet controller. So,
Controller,
yeah.
which I want one as well.
but you're not allowed to play.
Find us on your favorite podcast platform. Leave a review, a like, comment about the show, all that good stuff at the Leetist on Twitter. Thank you guys for joining me today. Hobby Time 168 on Twitch, of course. Thank you, Andy, for coming today.
Thank you guys.
You
It's been
are
a
the
fun
man.
time.
You are the elite.
We will catch you guys next week on the Leetist podcast with more games about video games.
I love you.
That's what we do here.